Hey everybody, Coach Sharpless here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me last weekend. I had a lot of fun, hope you did too. I also hope you walked away with a lot of awesome information that you can implement so easily and today. So I'm here to recap everything we talked about because I know as the week goes on, we forget everything, totally fine, I have you. So the first thing we learned was deep belly breathing. So we're gonna start on our back. So you're going to march your feet close to your butt. You do not want to get a hand or anything under your back. So you want to tip your pelvis up towards the ceiling. So now I can't get anything under there. My abs are turned on. Remember, we have our left hand, rib cage, right hand on our belly button. From here, we're going to take a big breath in through your nose so your belly pops up first. And then you're going to take a huge breath out like you're breathing out through a straw out your mouth. So you're going to breathe out until there's nothing left and your abs are tightening. That brace feeling is what you want when you get over your golf ball. So let's say you're lining up, you pick your target, you step into your golf ball, get your stance, boom, now your abs are engaged. That is how we can move everything and use everything efficiently. So now, from there we went into your foam rolling. So now we are going to grab a foam roller. You're going to have your left hand behind the roller, cross your left over your right, and you're going to roll your left glute. So all your weight's on your left, 5 to 10 reps. And like I said this weekend, guys, there's no set limit for how many times you should or you should not roll each body segment. Just do what you want. As long as you start to feel things relax and release, totally fine. Then remember to switch, so right hand down, right over your left, rolling that right glute. Then next we're gonna get your lower back. So we're gonna start with the roller at the lower part of our back here. Give yourself a hug. Then you're going to roll, push your feet away, pull them in. You're going to roll your lower part of your back about 5-10 times. Put your hands behind your head. We're going to roll the mid back. So go mid all the way up to your shoulder blades. Get about 5-10 reps there. And we're going to bring in your elbows. A couple more, just so we can get a little bit farther into our shoulder blades to get in between those guys. And then we're going to get the lats. Now these are extremely tender. So we want to be mindful of that. So when you go into this, just know it's going to bother you a little bit, and that's okay. We need to get uncomfortable with being comfortable with the roller. Okay, so now we are going to start with your feet stacked. You can either do this one of two ways. First way, feet stacked close to your stomach here, fetal position, hands behind your head. You're going to bring your nose to the roller and then go all the way back. So this roller, if you notice, is placed right under my armpit. I'm just rotating back and forth. That's kind of phase one for getting those lats. Phase two is actually rolling the entire muscle belly of our lats. So we can pretend we're gonna roll our back, hands behind our head, and then we're just gonna lean into the left. So my butt's off the ground, my feet are at an angle so I can really hit those lats. That is going to be the most tender, advanced one. So you want to start with the first progression, totally fine. Moving on to our hamstrings. So I recommend starting with both legs down. We're going to be rolling above the knee, never behind. So above the knee, hands under our shoulders. We're going to pull ourselves towards the roller, push ourselves away, toes in, toes out. Make sure we're getting all the parts of our hamstring. Then we're going to flip over, we're going to get our quads. So let's start on our right side. So our left. If we're rolling our left leg, the roller's on the left. My left leg is going on, right leg is hiked. Hands under my shoulder. I'm going to pull myself forward, push myself back. And again, toes in, toes out. It's called a quad for a reason. We have more than one muscle we need to hit. So we want to make sure we're hitting all the parts of our quad here. And then we would switch. So we're rolling our right leg, rollers on the right. Then show you two different ways here. You're going to lay next to the roller. You're rolling your right leg. Roller's at 1 o'clock. Hike your knee, so it's just slightly, not 90 degrees, just slightly less. You're going to come up into a plank. So elbows under your shoulder, tuck this back toe, body is up, and you're going to put as much pressure as you can onto that roller. So we're gonna roll this in sections. So we're gonna roll from here to here as one section, and then you're gonna roll mid-thigh to just above the knee on the second. So we'll take turns there, get upper thigh, then we're gonna get lower, okay? Make sure we're hitting all those important muscles that involve in loading us up in the golf swing. Then lastly, we're getting our IT band. So this one's a little tricky. We're going to get in a side plank. Okay, so we're going to kind of sit over the roller with the rollers under our hamstrings. Then we're going to formulate a side plank. So right elbow directly under the shoulder. I can't stress that enough. Directly under the shoulder. Then you're going to stack your feet. Then you're going to take this top leg, plant it. That is your anchor. So you're going to push yourself over the roller, pull yourself back. Now this is tender. A lot of knee pain comes from the IT band. So if this bothers you, stay on it till it doesn't. So we really want to work on this daily, because as we start to golf more and we start to stress out and walk more, it's going to really take a toll on our IT bands, and we want to make sure we're ready and we're taking ownership of that.